yeah. Hey, I'm feeling like Andre pre 3K, cause all I got is Benjamins. Y'all know the regiment. On my TV to platinum CD.
As a freshman, if you're coming here, I would recommend bringing a lot of fans.
They grew up in Maryland and now my neighbor is Beverly.
God damn it, back at it. Now, Logic's, it's been a ton of Logic songs that's been leaked out about a week ago. About 30 odd unreleased songs, whether it be random snippets of like unreleased songs that he's playing on, might be on No Pressure. Other songs that might have been throwaways from Confessions of a Dangerous Mind or previous projects in the past, and I just want to give off my 2 cents. Now, to begin with, leaks and snippets I believe shouldn't be listened to at all, especially leaks, because like they're not intended to be released to the public, obviously, because they're leaked out from an anonymous source that somehow got their hands on the music. Now, the music is 99% of the time, snippets and leaks are always unfinished products, never fully intended to be released to the public. Don't have the featured artist, the production is not finished, the mixing, the mastering, the engineering is not completely finished. So like, they're not intended to be listened to in the first place. If they seem rough and like just stitched to get thrown together, it's because it probably it's not finished and complete. You know, that's number one. And number two. Number three is it's very, very disrespectful for the artists for their music to get released, because it's like, it's their music, it's what they cherish. You know, they can't make no money off release because it's free. You know, anyone can listen to it now if they have the access to it. So it is disrespectful for the artists to have their music released to the public in which they can't profit off of or allow their fans to fully enjoy it. Now, I've been getting tons and tons of comments on the previous videos, in which one of the previous video was Logic No Pressure Will Disappoint, which is currently blowing up a little bit the last few weeks. I've been getting tons of views, tons of comments. I've also another video, the Perfect Logic album. I'm getting tons of comments. People are like, oh, you should listen to the snippets. Oh, you should listen to the snippets. And he's back again. He's back again, which makes you think like, when was the last time I heard this? Oh yeah, before Young Sinatra 4 was released. Fans was flown out to LA for early to listen to the sneak peek with the album. People like, oh, he's back, Young Sinatra 4. He's back, it's the album we always wanted and love. Look what happened when that album released. We were thoroughly disappointed. We believe that he gave the true answers in Young Sinatra. Many people were disappointed that, oh, this is not what we wanted. He forsaken us. He used the Young Sinatra name just to get money and the clout, etc., etc. Y'all felt us all, especially the OG fans who came up on the Young Sinatra mixtapes, who truly believe that the Young Sinatra mixtapes is the God-given right of all of us all. And if we don't ever get the era of that Logic back, we should feel forsaken Logic because of it. So I just been engaging with several people on my videos saying like, oh, the No Pressure album got leaks. The leaks are out there and the snippets out there, and I just responded to people like, hey, these leaks and snippets are like the full projects. Artists don't want these musics to be leaked out because it's like it's not the finished product. It's not what they want to give out to the masses. For one, and two, they can't profit off of it. And like, I'm trying to make these people realize that you're not, by you listening to these snippets, by you listening to these leaks, you're essentially saying, Logic, I don't give a fuck about you. All I care about is music. I don't care if you profit off it. I don't care. I'm not patient enough to wait for the full release of the album. I want to hear the music now, which says a lot about the person. If you're not patient enough to wait for the release of the full album, that says a lot about the person. That says not just pertaining to wanting to be a true fan, so to speak, whatever that might mean. It's saying to you as a person in life, like, oh, you're not patient enough to wait for things. That says a lot about a person and what they deal with their everyday life. When I initially created Logic's No Pressure Will Disappoint You, when I initially created it, is because of hype like this. When he released the No Pressure freestyle, I knew it was gonna come and like, oh, he's back. He's got the bars, he's got the flow that we all used to love. It's back, and I just knew like this is an ever-going cycle, especially with Logic. It's like he released a freestyle, he releases a track where it's like, he's back, he's doing it again, he's giving us what I want. Then the album comes out and we all thoroughly disappointed. Like, oh, he's not back. He just give out trash. He's not doing us justice, etc., 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 etc. And it's a never-ending cycle of being disappointed. So that's why I choose not to listen to snippets, because I don't want to set expectations. I don't want to get too hyped just to be disappointed. That's why I live my life to where I just try to be even keel, try to be flat lane, just go into everything and just see what happens. Because like, if you set expectations, 99.999% of the time you're gonna be thoroughly disappointed. And then the man, myth, the legend himself, Sean C, listens to the Logic snippets, which I thoroughly was surprised that he actually decided to do so. And he stated on Twitter, "I pray Logic never releases any of the leaks I just heard," which is like reinforcement of saying like Logic's falling off. And you know, he has a deep root. He says that he's a Logic fan. He says he's listened to Logic since 2009, which I guess I could believe that, but I don't know. He's from Detroit, Michigan, or the Detroit metro area, and it makes me think, how did he hear Logic back in 2009 when he had next to nothing? 2009, it was before he released Young Brooklyn Information. So I have affirmations about that, but he says that he prayed that Logic never releases the leaks that he just heard. Which makes me think, that's like, supposedly it's 30 songs, right? So that's 30 different songs we just like, this ain't it. I say, Logic has a success rate of at least 1 out of every 7 songs, minimum, which you can thoroughly enjoy. You can, not out of 30 snippets, songs, no matter the length or texture and the concept it might have, out of 30 of them, you only enjoy at least 1. I find that very, very hard to believe. I knew he was stirring something up when he tweeted that. And then later he tweeted, "I'm not saying these Logic leaks are terrible. I'm just saying he's either said these exact things before or said them before and better and earlier in his career." He further states, "You'll swear he'd been in quarantine years before us with the lack of content he has. Just leaks, but still." It's like, what? Like, you understand it's leaks, you understand it's small snippets, and you saying, I'm gonna just bring out all kinds of hate into this world. I'm gonna just hate this man, beat him down to the ground. It just makes me think, like, what are your intentions here? And then you got Sean C going back and forth for Logic fans, like, "Oh, you're not supposed to listen to leaks. How you gonna say you're a man of music and you just want to listen to leaks, etc., etc., etc." You're spreading the word of leaks when many people out there didn't know the leaks existed, which is true. Like, just because you think, oh, it's free, it's already out there, everyone's going to know. Not everyone has the expertise and your knowledge in knowing when music's popping up, music's available to the public. Not everyone does. So he spread the news of the leaks and people got to typing. People got to searching, which I hate that the fact that they got to searching, but it's like, without the news of you sharing that, they wouldn't know. They would have lived on the way out their lives, and maybe perhaps eventually you would probably know that the leaks are available. But it's like, I'd rather they be near the release of No Pressure than far from here in May. Good old Serm, you know, the social media manager of VMG and all the other outlets with Logic, he said in a Reddit posting, "It's annoying. Not only did he bring a lot of attention to these leaks, he seriously said he listened to 30 songs and none of them were good, and that Logic has rapped about these topics before. Meanwhile, he's excited for Nav of all people, who's probably going to rap about the same topics he's rapped about before. Hypocrites. Music fans are hypocrites, but some are worse than others." Which I truly like, how are you anticipating greatness for a Nav album? Someone who also truly said who makes terrible music. How you gonna say you're more excited for Nav than Logic? That makes you think like his intentions are deeply rooted in just setting evil and hate and discourse to Logic. So I feel like I'm going in circles here. Just take away this from the video. Don't listen to snippets and leaks. They're not what the artists are intending. They can't make nothing. They can't profit off of it. They can't make any money to sustain themselves, sustain their family. They're not finished products, so they're not gonna be. They're gonna be rough cuts. They're gonna be thrown together. They're not gonna be mixed and mastered, engineered properly. And lastly, they just leave for you to be disappointed because you're expecting this kind of level of music. You're expecting this wordplay. You're expecting these kind of raps, these kind of bars. And once that doesn't happen, the complete album where we get 15, 20 tracks, whatever it might be, you may think these is what that project's gonna be. I heard a verse or two. These verses sound good. These features sound good. That's not the complete project. So at the end of the day, you thinking that, oh, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. And when it gets released, you're very well gonna be disappointed. So please, don't listen to snippets. Don't listen to leaks. Please, they just hurt Logic and other artists at the end of the day. So, if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this always coming soon. So please subscribe. And see you next video. Peace.